Oh, and look at that. It says we're live. And of course, being live, the first thing to do, the first thing to say is that I'm here, you're beautiful. It must be Thursday night. And that means, baby, it's time for GotBot Goes live.
I'm sorry.
Why can I hear myself?
Because I forgot to turn my speaker off.
Ah. I, of course, am your host, your most... Are you talking to me or the dog?
I'm obviously not talking to you.
Why would that be obvious? I'm your host, your most humble host, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, man, please like, comment, share, of course, subscribe while you're at it, baby. Light them up. Hit that notification bell. It helps me out to let you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, The Everything Factor, all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for. All those links are in the description. Check out my social media. They're all linked in the description. And if you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we offer to you through Teespring. Or, of course, you can hit the join button right here on YouTube. And you may hear a lot of noise in the background because our dog Tessa is kind of losing her mind at the moment and being a nuisance. We gave her a new toy, a rhino, and we thought that she would take it on what Starscream wife affectionately called moments ago the killing floor, which is the living room floor. She just tripped up on the stairs. Not Starscream wife, the dog. The dog tripped up on the stairs. So if you hear some screams and some stuff in the background, that is going to be Starscream wife yelling at the dog. Man, oh man. So I'm pleased to say that this week, thankfully, is going better than last week, because last week was a disaster, if you remember. As I pointed out last week, I was in an accident and my car got wrote off. That's not fun. I don't suggest you do it if you've never done it. Luckily, I'm okay. Nobody was hurt. All's well that ends well, I suppose. But I don't suggest it. I'm just getting stuff set up here. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. Mine is much better. Things are starting to kind of get back to normal, thankfully. But it's been a ordeal, no doubt about it. I need to adjust a few things here. We're almost there. Tonight, of course, we're going to cover our news as we always do. What is going on here? We're going to cover our news as we always do. Wow, Tessa's. See, did you hear that? That's Tessa. We're going to cover our news as we always do. I'm going to give you a couple of updates on some custom work I'm doing, and we're going to look at this week's pickups, and I'm going to talk about them a little bit. Waluigi, happy to see you here. Decepticon John. Like that. I like when you got the sounds, the rhyming or the alliteration or something. Decepticon John, I love it. Were you Amazon John? Did you just rename yourself, or is this a totally different John? Hey, Mike, happy to see you. Samuel, happy to see you.
Yeah, he renamed himself.
Renamed yourself. Very good. I still like the name, man. Still like the name. Hey, Jay, happy to see you here, buddy. Tomorrow I get Studio Series Jazz from Amazon. Congratulations. We're going to talk about Studio Series slightly in a moment. Let's see. Jazz is sweet. I just need Grimlock. Can't find him anywhere. We're going to talk about Grimlock slightly too. Not paying scalper prices. They're just coming out. Like, they're not here in my neck of the woods. It's Studio Series 86 is not a part of my life yet. They're not here. As a matter of, well, are you shocked?
There's going to be bullies all over it.
Of course there is. It's not a part of my life yet. Honestly, Kingdom. Only I was lucky to find what I found. Kingdom isn't a part of the life of collectors here yet. We're so far behind. Hey, Input. Dragonfly. It's going much better this week, Dragonfly. Stop motion reviewer. I got Kingdom Cheetor last week, and I have to say he is a lot better than expected. Is he, though? Is he really? Is he really, though? No. Lowered expectations. Hey, JJ. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, too. A lot of stuff we're going to talk about in a little bit. Hey, Ryan. I gotta go up here. Hey, BS Prime. Wow, gotta be late for you, buddy. What do I think about Netflix Cheetor? We're going to talk about that coming up in the news and stuff. I'm just saying hello to you guys in here now. Just getting caught up here a little bit. I do not like the knees on Studio Series Jazz. I know less than zero, and I'm going to explain why I know less than zero. I haven't seen any reviews. I haven't watched them. I'm trying to avoid it, and I'll explain why in a little bit, Ryan. Hey, Grimlock, I'm happy to see you. Sorry, got to go. I'll have to watch tonight. Wife got new Jeep. Have to go meet Guy. Oh, man. I hear you, Mike. You take care. You do what you got to do, buddy. I painted pupils on Cheetor today. I've thought about doing the same thing, actually, stop motion reviewer. Like, I've seen his eyes, and I'm like, I feel like pupils. Him not having pupils was stupid. Yeah, I kind of agree. Hey, Jimzilla, happy to see you here. You're 40 spots but no pupils. Yeah, right. Making version 2.0 of Primal's flail this weekend. Yeah, Dragonfly's working on making a flail, an actual mace to go with Optimus Primal, which again I'm going to sort of talk about coming up in just a little bit. Okay, so let's get into the news. I'm going to do the news first, and then we're going to talk about the customs and pickups after. So in the news, Studio Series 86 is in Canada. It was cited first at an EB Games curbside, but I know at least the Grimlock has been cited at Walmart. How do I know this? Because if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Danny Dolphin who got Grimlock, I think, from Walmart on the west coast of Canada. So they are starting to show up. And if I'm wrong about that, because I know that Danny got, I thought it was Grimlock, but also got the Headmaster. So the Headmasters are out in Canada. The only reason I know that is because of Danny. What else do we have here? I saw some comparison pictures of the 86 Grimlock next to the Black Mamba Grimlock. Same size. I have the Black Mamba set. I'm not in for the 86 Grimlock. I don't like the tint on the chest. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's a bad Grimlock. I think it's an excellent Grimlock. I really do. I think it's a tremendous Grimlock. I think he's a great size. I think he's got excellent articulation. I think he's well colored, except for the tinted chest. The feet bug me, but the feet are accurate. They just bug me. I don't know why. For me and my collection, the 86 Grimlock just doesn't fit. It doesn't make sense for my collection. I'd like to review it, but I don't think I actually want it. I'm happy with my Black Mamba. I see me keeping my Black Mamba. They're the same size. So if you know the Black Mamba size, which is bigger than Power of the Primes, then it makes sense. Honestly, this Grimlock is a leader class, and he's the size of a leader class, as he should be. I think it's a great Grimlock. It's not for me, but I think it's a tremendous Grimlock. What else? Super 7 showed off their Starscream, their Optimus Prime, and then their Action Master Bombshell and Bonsai Tron, man. Look, I'm not in for the Optimus and the Starscream. I don't get the point of their existence when we have the red line. But if you're going to take the Action Master route, that's an interesting way to go. Action Masters aren't for everybody. But as soon as I saw that Bonsai-tron, man, it took me back. I was one of the few who liked Action Masters. My Jazz was an Action Master because I broke my Jazz at the waist. The only Bumblebee I ever had as a lad was an Action Master. I had Rad, who I think was like only an Action Master. My only Soundwave, my only Shockwave, my only Starscream as a kid was the Action Master ones, and I had Bonsai-tron. The Super 7 Bonsai-tron with all of his accessories looks amazing. I think for Super 7 to do well, they should stick to the Action Masters. I really do. I think that's where their jam is. Mech Fans Toys showed off their legend-sized Wreck-Gar. The robot mode is impeccable. Now, it's only grayscale, but the robot mode is impeccable. The bike mode is kind of chunky, but we're dealing with a legend scale here, so it's going to be kind of chunky. I'm going to check in now with you guys here a little bit. I'm thinking of getting Netflix Cheetor and pupils on that because I like the blue chrome paint. That's fair reason, Mattia, honestly. Grimlock is exceptional. I'm sure he is. I have no doubt. I don't know if he's exceptional. Here's the thing. People have been really touting, and I watched a few things, and I got really built up for certain things with the Kingdom line, and I've heard people talk about 86, and they have me hyped. And I'm going to tell you now, there's stuff with the Kingdom line that I've gotten I'm really disappointed in. Everybody said Fans Toys is amazing. I've handled one Fans Toys offering, Phoenix, and it was trash. I couldn't stand it from the moment I opened it, and it was broken at a package. I like nothing about it. Everybody said MP10 is perfect. No, he's not even close. Dude can't even put his arm out. So I'm explicitly trying to avoid seeing anything that has to do with Studio Series 86. It's not a part of my world yet. And if I get overhyped, I know I'm going to be disappointed because it's what happens. That's what happens. I'm sure that Grimlock is great, but that Grimlock here is going to retail for the exact same price that the entire Black Mamba set was bought for. I cannot justify spending for one Grimlock what was spent on an entire set of Dinobots with diecast. That's just me. That's just me. To each their own. Some people never went in on the Black Mamba. They weren't happy with the power of the Prime size. So I get it. I understand why you would go the 86 route. I totally get it. And I think they're great Dinobots. I really do. And I think the yellowish gold is more of a gold than a yellow. Like, I like it better seeing pictures of it in hand than I thought I was going to. I don't know if he's exceptional. I think that's a very strong word to use. But there's no doubt that he's done very, very well. Let's see. I see Tessa behind you for a second. Yeah, she's back there jumping around, being a goof.
Yeah, that's not the word I would use.
Oh, no, but I'm on the air. I ordered Bonsai Tron as soon as he went up. Yeah, input. I could see it. Now, I mean, I haven't seen him for pre-ordering here in Canada. And I'm interested to see what the Canadian price is going to be for that, to be honest with you. I'm a little skeptical of what that price is going to be because I've heard, I think it's 55 US. So it might be a prohibitive price, but I think it's beautiful. Honestly, input, I cannot fault you in the least for doing it. Am I the only one who thinks tabs on the Beast Wars Kingdom are really stupid? Like, if they are as thin as paper and guaranteed to break, then why do you have them? No, you're right, stop motion reviewer. If they, I'm missing a bunch here. If they will hold, then just have them, have them rest in place. Yeah. I only want one red, and that's the Cheetor. Honestly, you talk about the tabs. Dragonfly showed the breakage on not one but two Cheetors. So it's a thing. It's a common thing. And it's a tab on the head. My understanding is that it doesn't matter. It's not really needed. What else do we have here? I still think that Reveal the Shield Wreck-Gar is the best. That Wreck-Gar is still my Wreck-Gar, the Reveal the Shield one. The POTP one is just another Junkion. That's all. I just have him as another Junkion. I don't have him as Wreck-Gar. I reviewed Red Cheetor. The gut gun is smaller than you think. Interesting. 02.3. I don't even know why Starscream Wife wrote that. I don't really. I kind of remember the Impossible Toys Tetra Jets. I never had them or anything, but I remember seeing pictures of them and stuff.
You didn't write it. Somebody else did.
Somebody else did. So Tessa wrote 02.3.
Yeah, she jumped on my laptop.
How garbage they were. They always look fine to me. I don't know why they were considered such garbage, to be honest with you.
Bad dog.
Hey, Maximal 10.
Bad dog.
Saw some swindles for Earthrise. What? I saw some swindles for Earthrise Barricade and punch in my. What? Swindles? I don't know what that means. You lost me, man. I got NPM 7 Bumblebee, and the transformation is so complicated and frustrating, but the robot mode is beautiful. I don't like complicated and frustrating. To me, that ruins it. Got a notification for this. Thanks, YouTube. Hey, that's YouTube for you. Being wonderful. Okay, so going on here again. Kingdom Primal apparently has two sword colors, a matte bone white and a silver. I have a funny feeling the matte bone white were meant to be painted silver, and it was a run that just didn't get to paint at, but cool. I think they look cool in white. I think they look cool in silver. Why not? Siege Rusticon images. It is the smoke screen mold, specifically the smoke screen mold because of the head. Probably the one used for Barricade too. It's that head. It's done in a really weird rusty color, but the paint is kind of beautiful on it for what it is. It's not for me, but if you want like a zombie rusted transformer named Rusticon, go for it, I guess. If you really like that Siege mold, I don't, but to each their own. Apparently, we're getting a Seeker that's going to be a zombie Seeker. No. I just hope that he's colored in such a way that we could say, hey, maybe we could do some work and make him Sunstorm. I don't think that the Ironhide is a Rust. I don't know what that thing is. What else do we have here? The Rainmakers are getting a wider release. If you missed getting the trio of the Rainmakers, they are getting a wider release, just like the Earthrise 2-pack of Skywarp and Thundercracker. Look, if you missed out on the Rainmakers, do yourself a favor. Get them. Get them. The Tetrajet mold is infinitely better than the Earthrise one in every way possible anyway. And it is ideal for the Rainmakers who only had a Tetrajet form anyway. They're great. I reviewed them a long time ago. I absolutely love them, and they are so eye-popping on the shelf and absolutely add to your Seeker squadron. I totally recommend them 1,000,000,000%. What else do we have here? Deep cover pre-orders went up. Now, remember, some people have talked about this because a lot of people said, this is the first deep cover. And some people have said, what does that mean? And some people have speculated, hey, it's going to be a mold that's going to be used again for like Clampdown or something. No, word is there's actually going to be 2 deep covers. One is going to be the Siege, and another is going to be apparently an upcoming Earth mode. Since we haven't got one, at least not yet for Sideswipe, though we couldn't Kingdom, I wonder if they might adapt the Sunstreaker for an Earth mode. I don't know. I do think it looks great. I love the blue. I love the black. I mean, if you know the G2 Sideswipe, take out the red parts, put in blue, and you got deep cover. It's as simple as that. Either you're in for that mold or you're not. Prime 1 Studio showed off their Age of Extinction Grimlock statue and their Bumblebee movie Nemesis Prime statue. The Nemesis Prime looks great. It's the Optimus in Nemesis Prime colors. Looks tremendous. The head sculpt is awesome. The Grimlock looks tremendous. Of course, these are statues, so they're big. They're highly detailed, but of course, they're not posable or anything. So if you're in for statues, cool. Rescue Bots Academy 6-inch Bumblebee was also shown. If you're in for Rescue Bots Academy stuff, cool. If you want a 6-inch Bumblebee that's simple, cool, I guess. Let's check in with you guys a little bit here now again. Let's see. I had one tab break on Black Arachnia, the one on her chest. A lot of people have talked about that. I think that you probably got to be delicate with that, hey? Scalpers. Oh, yeah. Scalpers are everywhere. Hey, Fish Strength. Hey, Ninja Bill, if I didn't say it already. Is Red Cheetor's gut gun as small as Smokescreen's gun? Hey, Mark. The only thing good about MP10 is the head and transformation. I don't even like the transformation. I like the head. The head is ideal. I agree. I don't like the transformation. I don't find it smooth at all. I don't like sliders. I just, it's not for me. Everybody had me built up for something so amazing, and I was so incredibly disappointed. Got Primal last week. He is lovely. I have the Optimal Optimus from Power of the Primes. I feel like that's going to scale better with the Megatron, so I'm not sure about the Primal yet. I haven't seen him. I think that's going to be one of those, like, I'm going to have to make a call in the moment. Hey, Red Brick. I'm still sad that my Siege Starscream's back broke. I would be sad about that, too. How did the back break, man? Hey, Devlin Miles. Devlin Miles, man. I always call him Devlin. I'm just going to call him Devlin.
No, go on. Leave me alone.
Let's see. What do you think is the worst figure you have ever bought? Easy. Universe Galvatron. He got the worst grade I've ever given to anybody in over 800 reviews. He got the worst. It's such trash. Such trash. Hey, awesome person. It's more likely Netflix deep cover. which is a rumor to be a generic blue sideswipe in Siege or another. Also a distinct possibility. Awesome person. I don't know. I did hear it's going to be in Earth mode, so take that for what you will. Studio Series 01 Clunker B is trash. Yes. Saving Amazon cash for Barricade. That's fair. I like Primal. I haven't even seen him yet, so I can't speak to that. Keeps cutting in and out. Yeah, I saw Ninja Bill that you guys were having a winter storm. It's a good thing you done your shopping yesterday, buddy, right? I saw it. I see you there. The Scalper should be the title of a horror movie. I agree. I absolutely agree. While transforming him, I couldn't get the back apart. I tried gently wiggling it. Then, ooh, snapperoo. Wow. Wow, that's tough, man. I feel for you. I really do, dude. I may know how to get Barricade locally. I hope it works out for you, Blue. I think the rumor was more for the Selective cover to be a figure which we now know is false. Possibly. I mean, it could be. You could be right, awesome person. I tend to. I'm saying what I've heard, but I tend to kind of agree with you, to be honest with you. It'd be cool to get an Earth mode, though, because I don't really like that mold as much. I would wish that they'd remold it or repaint it slightly to give it an Earth mode. I just copped Studio Series Hot Rod today. I can't speak anything to Studio Series. It's not a part of my world, and I'm avoiding it. I've been disappointed too often, way too often. Even very recently, I've been disappointed because everybody says something's great. I don't know what metrics people are measuring stuff by, but come on, then. Same. BS Prime just said his Thundercracker broke too, so your Starscream wasn't the only one, man. What does Sam have here? I actually think that a pretender could make a great villain for a horror movie. Skullgrin. Enough said. Octopunch. Come on. Octopunch. I haven't transformed my Optimus Prime because I can't get the back open without a lot of force. I'm afraid I'll break it. That's a fair concern, and it shouldn't be like that. Okay, let's do, because this is kind of a quicker show tonight because there's not a lot, because that's it for news. We're done. Let's do the trivia. You going to listen to the trivia?
Yeah, I'm looking at Tess. I'm wondering if she's okay.
Why wouldn't she be okay?
I don't know. She just...
I'm sure she's fine.
Yeah, I'm listening.
She's fine. Okay, so trivia.
We're not friends, but...
No, of course you're not friends because she's a jerk. While temporarily out of his mind, who did Waspinator believe himself to be? Did he believe himself to be A, Starscream? Did he believe himself to be B, Kickback, the Insecticon? Did he believe himself to be C, Bombshell, the Insecticon? Or did he believe himself to be D, Shrapnel, leader of the Insecticons? A is Starscream, B is Kickback, C is Bombshell, D is Shrapnel.
I'm going to go with Starscream.
You're going with Starscream? Is that because your spirit animal or whatever is Starscream?
No, it's because it sounds something like the ghost of Starscream would do, like getting someone in hot them.
Okay. Interesting. Let's see what we have here. We have an A, we have a D, we have a D, we have an A, a D. People are going between A and D. The answer is, in fact, D, Shrapnel. The episode was Dark Designs. It was the one where Rhinox was kind of turned by Tarantulas. Waspinator gets hit and thinks he's Shrapnel. Who knew? I didn't know. I had to ask Dragonfly about it because, of course, that was provided to us by a good friend of the channel, Dragonfly. Though I do have some other trivia waiting in the wings as well. Nice try, guys. Nice try. Nice try. Fudge Knuckles. That's the best. That's the best swear I've ever heard. I want that on a shirt. I want that on a shirt. Speaking of, I've always wondered what inspired his speech quirk of repeating. Who knows? Hey, Brandon. My Siege Leader class Optimus Prime just shipped. Nice. Enjoy. Yeah, it was a good trivia question. Okay, so let's talk about this week's pickups. Guys. So what did I get? Actually, oh no, we got a couple of custom updates first. So this past week, I reviewed Thrust. And I like them. I think that this mold works better for the cone heads than the regular trio, as I've said. But I was disappointed that in here we didn't have like black on his like waist skirt. So I did paint in some of the black here on his waist skirt. Easy little custom, but just enough to make it a little more accurate and to break up the red ever so slightly. That's actually now more accurate. Slight thing. I did not. Some people asked me, was I going to do the like red color on his bicep? No, because the way these arms transform, you're probably going to end up scraping it off. And it's a tight fit as it is. So the biceps are just going to have to stay black. I could paint him, but then I wouldn't want to transform him very much. And I like his plain mode. So there's that, which is very simple. Then on my Shattered Glass Optimus, we have the back tires are now painted black as well. I said I was probably going to do that, and I did. And luckily, last week, if you were here last week, then I opened a package sent to us by Dragonfly, and in there were actually 2 axes for Optimus Prime. One axe was I'm going to say a resin cast. If Dragonfly's here, which I think he is, maybe he could tell us what that's made out of, because I don't know. He had another one that was kind of an amalgamation of a Combiner Wars axe that comes with ever so many Combiner Wars offerings like Off-Road or what's his name? Ironhide. And like the cone piece, we'll say, of Earthrise Hoist. And he kind of put them together and he kind of chromed it out and made the blade orange. Well, I've given that one now to the Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. So now he too has a hand axe. I dig it. I dig it. He has a hand axe. Good guy Optimus, bad guy Optimus could now do battle with their respective axes, which are both different. So I dig that. Again, very simple custom work. Speaking of Optimus Prime, this is his axe. I painted it basically. I don't think that's oily. Somebody was asking me, Dragonfly was asking me if it was oily. It's definitely not. This was done with a hickory stain. His huge blaster is now a nice solid black, easy to paint. And this material holds paint really, really, really well. So he has his huge blaster, even though I couldn't get the Centurion pack here, he has his huge blaster painted correctly and his axe correctly. Like, this feels good, man. This feels so good to me. And his tires are done, and he has his matrix. I'm working on getting through that set. So far, here's the satellite dish, and I'll show all this better when I do a review of this set. There's a Trailbreaker satellite dish done in gray. Again, holds the paint super duper well. Really happy with that. And because these were all kind of I don't even know what you call it, like a cloudy color. I don't even know what you call it. But because these were all like one solid color, I have the luxury now of painting them the way I want. Painting them animation accurate, just like the little drill bit handheld thing that Ironhide uses. It was black, or arguably a very dark blue, but the masterpiece had the accessory black, so I went with black. And of course, I have the drill itself as silver. So I'm still working on stuff. It's taking a little while, but it's going really well. For somebody who couldn't get that set, I'm tickled. I'm absolutely tickled to death at how excellent that turned out. I'm just going to check in with you guys here before we look at the pickups and get out of here, man. Let's see. I just finished Beast Force 2. There you go. Whoa, Sovereign Knight. That's a lot, man. Hit the button. Yeah, hit the like button. Why not? Do it. Do it up. No, I would never paint it into Armada. I don't like Armada. I don't think Unicron Trilogy should exist. Stop it, Alex. No. Not in a billion years would I ever consider ruining Thrust for that trash. I think you do this because you like to hear me complain. Trying to decide whether to get not Mixmaster or not Scavenger. For those who don't know, Maximal 10 is actually working on getting the entire KO Studio Series Devastator set. Don't know how well it's going to work out in the end, but we're probably going to see here at some point. Passed on the Thrust, saw him twice in one day. I haven't seen him. I don't even know if he's out in Canada. Now, I did hear he showed up at a Toys R Us in Winnipeg, but that's the only thing I've heard of it. I also heard Studio Series 86 showed up there. I don't know why anybody would pass on. I wouldn't pass on him unless you're not in for the Coneheads. Then sure. I wish I found Thrust, but I guess I got to find Generation Thrust. I think that if you're patient, he's going to show up. I want 3 Starscreams. Then buy 3 Starscreams. I'd only pick up a version of that mold if it was Toxitron. Okay, well, that's fair. Let's see. Man, listen. Dirge Ramjet, I've had 6 delay emails. 6 delay emails. I don't know when they're coming in to Canada. No one in Canada has them yet, unless they ordered them through other means. Yeah, the axe looks amazing. Hey, it really worked out well. What? Axe blade should be venomous green? Oh, you mean for the Shattered Glass Lad? Yeah, I probably should. I'm not going to bother repainting it. But yeah, you know, you're right. You're absolutely right, Alex. I talked you into getting the Shattered Glass pack. Do it, man. It's an excellent pack. It's an excellent, excellent pack. Energon Axe looks like a blaster for Shattered Glass Prime. Well, because like Shattered Glass Prime has his blaster, right? It's just that the axe is long, right? It's a long axe. It's just the way it's made, right? But I get it. I get why you would think it looks like a blaster for me. I totally understand. Totally get why you would say that. Looks exactly like the Sentinel dish set. It does, Sovereign. You're right. You could give it to CW Bone Crusher, Alex. Yeah, I could understand why you would do that. I absolutely could understand why you would do that. Hey, Carmen. I ordered a third-party kit that gives Bumblebee a jetpack and his gun and Optimus' gun. Fair enough. I mean, if that works for him, man, go for it. I just put deep cover on pre-order. He looks like he does. He looks beautiful, Brian. He looks really beautiful. I love having Beast Hunter Ratchet's weapon on Shattered Glass. Ooh, that's a clever idea. I like that. Putting that weird thing that came with Beast Hunter's Ratchet with the Shattered Glass Ratchet. I like that idea. What about Transformers Cybertron? What about it? It wasn't good. What do you want? The plastic offerings for that series? Tremendous. Tremendous. But the fiction wasn't good. Yeah, it's best not to argue. Like, I'm not going to change my mind. You're not going to convince me now, going on 15, 20, in some cases 30 years later, that there's a quality to it. I don't see it. I don't understand why anybody else sees it. Like, that's how far I am from liking it. I don't understand how anybody, but to be fair, it's not just Transformers. That whole era, that late 90s, early 2000s era of importing everything from Japan and dubbing it like trash, I don't get why anybody likes any of those shows. I don't understand the nostalgia. I never understood the appeal. At the time, I worked in toys at Walmart, and I didn't understand why anybody liked any of it. I didn't get it. It never hit with me. I don't get it. I like at least decent dialogue most of the time, but it just, I couldn't. I couldn't. It wasn't me. I guess I was too old for it or something. I don't see the appeal. What? What's the rarest figure that I have? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know, man. I got a few hundred there. I don't know. 10th anniversary Tarantulas is fairly rare in the aftermarket now. Wei Jiang's Ultimate Guard is somewhat rare now. I don't know if I have anything that was rare at the time I ordered it. That's a good question, but I don't know. Hey, Razor Bear. Maximal 10, Razor Bear asked you a question about the set. Who can I use as 86 Blur's Target Master? I just use one of the little Siege Battle Masters. I got a spare Fire Drive or Firebolt, and I just painted his legs silver, I think. I can't remember now if it's his legs that's supposed to be silver or if his legs are supposed to be black and his body silver. Because I did Hyperfire and I did Recoil at the same time, right? I did Cup and Blur's Target Masters at the same time. So I would get a couple of the Siege lads, honestly. That's what I would do. I made this stuff out of Loctite epoxy. Okay, so there you go. It's an epoxy mold, I guess. I don't know. Either way, it's pretty fantastic. I hope I don't make you what? I hope I don't make you salty. I middle named a Dirgemet to what? Oh, middleman did Dirgemet to Thu. He actually just I saw that actually, Fish Drink. Was that you who done that? I saw that, man. Listen, I'm not gonna get salty. Mine's on pre-order. It's just it hasn't shipped. I don't know the blaster for the Thrilling 30 Orion packs. Alex, I skipped that mold a long time ago. I've never held it. I don't really know anything about it. But I have given different blasters to different characters from before, so I can understand why you would do that. Thank you. Ryan says, thank you for the Combiner Wars Devastator revisit. I got him and love. Oh, excellent, man. I'm so happy that you got him and that you enjoyed it. Beast Hunter's Ratchet is an homage to Dinobot. It is. Yeah, in his face, he absolutely is. I'm missing Red Wing. I was lucky I got Red Wing, but I think he's kicking around for pre-order some places now. No, it's not Who is Beast Hunter. Beast Hunters was the third season of Transformers Prime. Transformers Prime, Beast Hunters. So Transformers Prime, Beast Hunters, Ratchet. Let's see. Bad news, guys. I left community for all of us. Well, that's your call, Master Fred. You gotta do what you gotta do, buddy.
I'm putting the carcass in here until Fritz gets brought down.
The carcass of what?
Rhino.
Is he gone already?
Yeah.
Whoa.
He's all over our room.
You could always clean him up.
I am.
Oh, okay.
Get out of my way.
Mine is Generations Drift. Generations Drift. Yeah, I got Generations Drift. Is he rare? I don't know. For saying that, apparently they would call you racist. Okay. I love the horrible dubs. Like again, like Dragonfly just says it here. Like I love the horrible dubs, like old Godzilla movies, the old monster movies. I saw one Godzilla movie. It had a terrible dub, and I've never watched another Godzilla movie since. I was like, this is awful. This is trash. At 10 years old, I was like, this is pure trash, and I never watched it again. I'm not the guy for that. I'm not the dude for it. What? Inbox Radio Shack Soundwave or Shockwave? Yeah, Shockwave. Yeah. Any idea of what we are looking at after Kingdom got by? No, not yet, Brandon. My guess is if the Beast Wars stuff does well, Beast Wars. I think that they tried to dip their toe into Unicron Trilogy, and it didn't sell that great. I think that they're going to eventually go there, but I think you have to wait a few years for that fan base to be the primary fan base with the buying power to totally support a main line of those characters. Love my Earthrise Astro Train. Too small. They're not doing a Blitzwing, I don't think. I still have my Siege Astro Train. I got a funny feeling he's going to become a giveaway. Not because he's bad. It's just I find him grossly too small. What? Or Nexus. So is it a whole combiner or Prime or just the main guy? I don't know what Master Far's talking about. I missed something there in the conversation somewhere along the way. But I am missing some of the stuff because I'm going down through. Hey, Stitch. I have an Overprime. If you've ever watched Universal Collision, I have an Overprime. Armada was terrible, honestly. Think Energon was better animation because it's at least more consistent compared to Armada. I guess I block it all out. It's traumatic. We're doing all right, except she's dealing with Tessa. Oh, Master Fire, that's funny. Primes make no sense to me. Like Quint, yeah. Some of them are strange. There's no doubt about it. No, Siege was Cybertronian modes. Earthrise are Earth modes. They're not the same thing by rights. They would have to do some work to have an Earth mode deep cover. Blue. I wish I had my Cybertron Galvatron on hand. Even with the articulation limits, he looks all right, but I think they will make Studio Series Blitzwing in 1980. Maybe. I wouldn't hold my breath for it, Stitch, but they could. You never know. Hey, Timmy. Do I think we'll get a blaster? If you would ask me a year ago, I probably would have said, yeah, probably. Now, doubtful. If you want my honest opinion. I personally hated the Prime Series too. Some of that latest episodes of Cyberverse is surprising. I'm not a fan of the animation though. I don't understand how anybody hates Prime. It's so brilliant. Not to say every episode is, but generally the overarching arcs were really brilliant storytelling. So which is the main guy? I don't have a clue what Master Far is talking about. If I was to create a new faction, what would it be? I don't know. So I feel like something with planes uniting. I feel like it would be some sort of a flyer faction. What about Quintus? He's a weirdo. He made the Quintessons. I don't know what more you want me to say. Okay, what about Nexus? He's the first combiner. All other combiners are based on him. I don't know what your problem is, Master Fire. We still have to get together, by the way. We still need to set up a time. You know what I'm talking about. What's your hope for the 87? I don't think there's going to be an 87 movie line because it's an 86 movie line, so I don't think there's going to be any. 86 isn't a part of my life yet. I have no hopes. It's not here. It's not a part of my life yet. I don't have any hopes. I don't do hopes. I do. Let's see what comes out. It's cool if you want Blitzwing or Insecticons. I wouldn't hold my breath for either, but maybe I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, we don't have, like nothing from 86 is a part of my world yet. It's not out here. I haven't watched a review. I know nothing about it because I've had too much ruin, which we're about to get into. He's just a weird tentacle. Yeah, he's a weird tentacle guy. Quintus is a weirdo. I made a Quintus not that long ago, if you guys have been paying attention. I made a custom Combiner Wars Delta Magnus. I could totally understand how you would do that. It backfired, though, because the paint had a reaction. What? That melted off the hinge. Oh, no. That's awful, man. Oh, I've been there, though. I've had that happen. It's already be better than the mercenaries because they might as well be more Decepticons. That's fair, Master Fire. I get what you're saying about them being kind of confusing, but I think it's just because they didn't have time to flesh them out. It's fine, Stitch. I was just making life difficult for you when I was saying it's 86 and 87. I don't have any hopes, though, because honestly, it's not a part of my world. It's not here. I know that there is a Cup and a Blur and a Jazz. I know that there's a Scourge and a Hot Rod and a Grimlock. That's it. That's all I know. That I don't know anything else about it, and I don't want to know anything else about it. Some people have customized the CW aerial bots into the Predators. Yeah, I guess you could do that. A lot of work, but I guess you could. No. Nexus Prime being Combiner wouldn't that mean that his components are primes as well, technically? I don't know. I guess. Would you like a multiverse series after Kingdom? Sure, why not? I'm doing Universal Collision. Mine's multiverse. Why not make it official? Wouldn't a faction of Flyers be the Seekers? No, not just the Seekers, but like the Seekers, the Predators, like aerial bot designs, Power Glide. Like they could be from both sides. They don't even have to be out about a Decepticon. They're a third faction. So they can have more variation to their aerial forms than just the Seeker body type. It could even include maybe like the Cosmos body type, or maybe its leader could be like Skylynx, or like a Skylynx body type anyway. So where do Nova and Sentinel? Well, they're not part of the 13, but they were Matrix bearers. I love Transformers Prime, especially when Prime becomes Orion. Also, imagine. Yeah, I think that in Transformers Prime, kind of hinting around at Smokescreen becoming the next Prime. I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, in name only. My daughter's pick up 86 Jazz for me today. Nice. I'm glad that you guys have found it. Like it's not here. Like the latest studio series that we have is that Satellite Soundwave and Cliff Jumper. Like that's the latest. That's the newest thing on the shelf. Yes, I will, Blue. I don't know when, but I definitely will. I feel the Unicron trilogy had a few designs that could work. What? That could rock with the best of them if they had a modern update. Maybe. Siege Hotshot with the upgrade kitism. It's okay. Siege Hotshot is okay. That mold is only okay. But I'll say this. I think it works better for Hotshot than it does for Hound. I didn't like it for Hound. Enough that I sold it. I didn't keep it. I didn't like it. Too bad they never made the 5-piece set of Insecticons to combine. That would have been cool. I'm a big fan of Insecticons. I like that. That would be cool. I heard Star Sabers. Yeah, I don't. Maybe. I don't like to speculate because I never know what they could come up with. I want to make a custom Thunder Clash out of Siege Magnus. Yeah, it's not too accurate to its original toy, but I'm planning. Interesting. Good luck. Let me know how that goes, Stitch. The Mystery Machine team is held in different universes, which is Multiverse Omega Supreme. Interesting. I have not read those. Well, I wasn't really given Dreamwave comics. I was given kind of a link thing to them. No, I haven't. I assure you. Alex, I work. I don't have time to sit down reading comics. I really don't. If Hasbro did a Transformers collaborative kit, as I said last week, word is they tried to work that out and it ain't happening. And I don't think I would. No, collaboratives aren't for me, and they're way overpriced. Like here, that DeLorean thing is $60 for a deluxe. You're out of your mind. So is Optimus Primal still a Prime, or was it forgotten like Power of the Primes deserve to be? I got nothing against Power of the Primes. I thought it was an excellent line. So I always felt TF Prime was a toon version of the Bane. Well, that's how it started out. TF Prime started out as related to Revenge of the Fallen. That was the intention originally. It didn't end up being that way. Did you know that there will be 2 commander class? No, that's not what was said, Mattia. It wasn't said that there was going to be 2 commander class offerings. That's not accurate. What was said was that there's going to be a commander class offering. It has not been said what it is. And there's going to be a Titan. The Titan is rumored, not confirmed, rumored to be the Ark. And it's said that that will be the last Titan, the last Autobot, as well as supposed to be the robot mode. And then after every 2 years, there'll be 2 commander. After Kingdom. I'm done with Beast Wars trivia. Now I need the rest of your... What? I'm done on Beast Wars trivia. Now I need the rest. You check it out soon. Okay. It does make more sense than a giant Rodimus. I agree. I don't think Rodimus should be a commander class at all. I think it's a cash grab. I really want to do a better classics line like G1 saw. Man, how many more times can they redo G1? It's done to death. Honestly, it's done to death. Let it go. I want to make a custom arm for Transformers Siege Impactor. Then do it. Make one. I don't know how, but make one. You highly doubt what's Rodimus. The next commander, it's confirmed that's Rodimus. That's not a rumor. That's a thing that's happening. Rodimus is happening. Dealing with truck issues, and it's cold here in Wyoming. Actually, it's 8 degrees Celsius here. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. It's really warm here today. But Razor Bear, you take care, man. Razor Bear, of course, our Super Chat super fan. And I appreciate that. I prefer my TF fiction to be more multi-layered with lots of moral... Why? Why does everything have to have moral grayness? Sometimes a good guy is just a good guy. Sometimes a bad guy is just a bad guy. No, not everything has to be morally ambiguous. It gets tiring when everything is morally ambiguous. Have you heard the rumor of a Jurassic Park crossover? Yes, I did. I already talked about that. It's rumored that the Kingdom Megatron will be... I'm not a crossovers guy. They're overpriced for the licensing, and they don't... Like, Gigawatt's not great. The DeLorean mode is good. The robot mode is not great. The guy can't even bend his knee to 90 degrees. I don't get the appeal. I think it would be cool if there was a new kind of combiner. For example, a group called the Combiner Infinity, where 8 or more could come together and create a really big bot. Isn't that Studio Series Devastator? Isn't he 8? Shouldn't I video on the Ark be called Teletran or something? Yeah, it should. Well, here's the thing. There shouldn't be a Titan of the Ark. That shouldn't be a thing that's happening. Make it a playset or something, but it shouldn't be a figure. That's idiotic. There you go. She's barking. Is Optimus Primal a Prime? No, he's not. He's a descendant of that lineage, but he's not a... Well, he becomes a Prime after he bears the Matrix from Optimus Prime's chest. Why am I explaining this? You guys should know this. No, he wasn't a Matrix bearer. He wasn't Optimus Prime. He was Optimus Primal. He was part of that lineage, that body type. He's a descendant. Once he takes the Matrix within him and becomes Optimal Optimus, then he has been imbued with the power of a Prime. But he gives the Matrix back, so he's no longer a Prime. It's pretty simple. Why am I explaining this? Hey, Decepticon John, take care, buddy. I feel like I'm explaining stuff that you guys should know. Hey, Paul. Toy Hacks made labels for SS Jazz. Gain. I know nothing about jazz. It's not a part of my life.
For the record, Commander Class Rodimus is stupid.
It is. He shouldn't be that big. It's dumb.
No.
Life is more often than not gray. Not everybody's clear-cut good. No, Alex, but a lot of people are. Honestly, I don't know where you live or what kind of life you live, but I don't agree with you. Titan Arc is rumored to be the last Autobot from the comics. Yes, rumored, exactly. We don't even know for sure if the next Titan is the Arc. That hasn't even been confirmed. But everybody's saying it's definitely the Arc. Boys, you got to learn the difference between a rumor and fact. I love Gigawatt. I don't know why he's not good. Gigawatt is not good. I don't understand why you would like him. I really don't. That's a lie. Let me take it back. I understand that you would like the DeLorean, but I don't understand why you would like Gigawatt. It's not a good Transformer. Not for the price. I want a Monstructor. Yeah, a Monstructor would be nice. Yeah, Studio Series is your 8-bot combiner. It has potential, but needs more. Don't know anything about it. Not yet. Am I the only one who is finding it hard? A hard time visualizing a commander class? No, me too. I'm finding it hard. Starscream Wife just says, we're with you there, Master Fire. Makes no sense. Even though it's happening. Also, where was it confirmed? Long ago. There's listing for it. It's not a rumor, Master Fire. That was confirmed months ago. I reported it months ago. Not as a rumor, as a listing. Commander class Rodimus is a thing. I'd buy Monstructor too. Hey, Westeros Prime. Can I show my dog? I think she's gone downstairs now.
No, she's back.
Oh, is she back? She's right there. I don't know if you can see her. She's right. Yeah, she's right there. Oh, she's going off screen again. Then stop trying to figure it out, Master Fire. You're overthinking it, dude. Yeah, there you go. She's a pretty girl. Pretty girl. She's a pretty girl. Oh, you can't see her, I don't think. Oh, maybe you can. Yeah, you can. You can see her. There you go, pretty girl. Okay. Wow, pickups. This went longer than I thought because you guys were saying a lot of stuff and I had to explain the things and stuff. Yeah, word is it is too big. Look, here's the thing. Everybody's like, Commander's too big. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you exactly what Commander Rodimus is going to be. We have a Voyager Hot Rod that is a deluxe being sold at a Voyager price point because he has a whole bunch of accessories. They're playing you for a fool. They're suckering you in, and now they're testing to see if you'll pay a Voyager price for a deluxe. That's what they're doing. Commander, I said as soon as Commander was introduced, I said Commander is going to become the new leader class. What you're going to get is you're going to get a Voyager-sized Rodimus with a trailer, just like Optimus, and they're going to put a whole bunch of accessories in it, and they're going to call the Commander and try and sell it to you as a Commander. That's what it's going to be. Mark my words. See? Hey, when my favorite character is getting a figure in a class he doesn't belong, it will make no sense. Right, but you'll still pay the money for it, and that's all they care about. I'm currently painting a custom Leader 1. Interesting. Using Power of the Prime's Dreadwind. Excellent. I'd like to see that in the end. And even with those accessories, it still doesn't justify. No, I mean, it's like the Siege Earthrise Astro Train. Under no circumstances, even with all of his junk on him, he's nowhere close to a leader. Nowhere close. The grams of plastic isn't there. He's nowhere close to it. I never said I would pay. I bet you will, Master Far. I'm going to wait. I'm buying a Commander class figure. Hopefully it goes on sale for like $40. Doubtful. Usually they sell out super fast. Okay, so here's what I picked up. We're going to get out of here because this went a lot longer than I thought. So, here's what we got. Where's the other one? Here's what we got this week. First thing I picked up this week. See, I'd pay. Definitely just saying I'd pay. Man, I gotta get out of here. First thing I picked up this week is a guy that everybody says that they detest and hate. It's this guy. It is Paleotrex. He's great. He is so much fun. He's a blast. I don't know why people don't like him. He's new. He's different. We've got nothing like it. Granted, nothing about this says Transformers, but it's so cool. I would love for this guy to get interesting, different, weirdo fiction because he is a weirdo, but a beautiful weirdo. So we got Paleotrex. Then we got I like to have the neck extended. I'm not sure which way I like the neck yet, but I totally get it. What? Like the Allies in World War II? Oh, okay. Yeah, he was way overpriced. The Wreckers, yeah, you could have the Wreckers be a separate fiction. That's a good one. Okay, next one. Black Arachnia. Now, here's why I'm trying to avoid the 86 stuff. Everybody that has a Black Arachnia says, oh my lord, she is amazing. Okay, she's not amazing. She's all right. But you know what her big weakness is? Really? That's as far as her leg can kick forward? That's it? That's pathetic. That is the heights of pathetic. That's the best she can do. They couldn't mold that any better than that. So disappointed in her. She looks nice. I haven't broken any tabs, but she's really light, really small. She's not a deluxe, and her articulation is really limited. Everybody had me built up with so much hype that she was amazing, and I'm so sad. So sad. And then the last one, I picked them up because I was like, what the heck? Is Cheetor. The original Beast Wars is better. This tail thing in robot mode doesn't even have anywhere to store. Like, really? Nowhere to store? Not a 5mm port on the guy, except for in the back where his tail goes here. The legs are just here and do nothing. The tab on the top of the head broke like that. I wouldn't have even known there was a tab there if it wasn't for Dragonfly. And then I looked and I was like, huh, look at that. There used to be a tab there. Didn't last through one transformation. Not great. Honestly, not great. And then you got all this kibble here hindering the arm movement out. It's just not great. Not great. And everybody again says, it's amazing. No, it's not. Unless you're cool with accepting less for more, they're not. Everybody had me expecting something so much better. The best one of them all, Paleotrex. Easily, hands down, the best of them all. Beautiful paint, but don't function the best, and the transformations are scary. Especially Black Arachnias. I'm very about Kingdom so far. Not impressed. It'll be an easy year to do the worst of at this point. Really not blown away. So, I don't want to hear anything about 86, Studio Series 86, because everybody's going to build me up to unrealistic expectations. And for me to give you guys an unbiased review, I can't know anything about it until it gets in my life. But unable to kick forward, unimpressive. Broken tabs before one transformation, unimpressive. Inaccurate colors, unimpressive. No weapon storage, unimpressive. I'm just saying, man, like, it is what it is. They got to up their game. They got up their game a lot. Beast Wars Cheetor with Transmetal Cheetor's whip. Yeah, I guess. It's still nowhere to store it, and that bugs me. We need a Cyberverse Deluxe Cheetor. I agree. That was a nice design. I don't hate everything to Beast Wars. I love Beast Wars, but the original are infinitely better. Infinitely better than this. You have Transformers probably need help. I don't know what your problem is, Timmy. What? Should be repainted into Crystal Widow. I don't know what Crystal Widow is, so okay. You'll underestimate it. Yeah, the Cheetor doesn't feel great. That being said, I do think the Netflix is infinitely better colored. I don't know what the caps is. I don't know what you're talking about. Caps? I don't know. Darn caps? Oh, wrote in all caps. Oh, yeah. Paleotrex is good. Anyway, guys, this went a lot longer than I thought because I was talking to you guys. I'm going to go. You know what? Have a beautiful, beautiful going into the weekend. Tomorrow, we're going to do, what's the review for tomorrow? What is the review for tomorrow? I don't know. We're going to do a review tomorrow. I don't remember which one goes up tomorrow. Then on Monday, we're going to do the countdown of the top 10 Transformers that have been represented with both an Earth and Cybertronian mode. I'll meet you guys back here again next Thursday night. As always, take care and be safe. I appreciate you coming by. Give me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know, man, how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we offer to you through Teespring. Or, of course, you can hit the join button right here on YouTube. Don't forget, somehow, some way, each and every single solitary day, man, you do make a difference. And I look forward, baby, to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams at the stop motion premieres or the old-fashioned way, baby, right here inside the videos.